Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. My name's Faye and this is Fairy Floss, a Flosstube channel all about cross stitch, embroidery and any other crafty shenanigans that I get up to. It's been a few weeks, so I have got a few things to show you. I've got a little bit of haul and that's probably going to be about it. I'm going to say it's going to be a quick video, but usually when I say that it ends up being quite a long video anyway. I hope the lighting's alright. It always gets a bit dodgy this time of night. But we'll just go with it and see how it goes. I will have to start filming during the day at some point because the evening light is not very good in this house. So, finishes. So I have a finish, but I don't have a finish because it was a little card. So it has been sent to the person that is receiving it. So what I do have is a picture of it on my phone. So last weekend, during Storm Eunice, or whatever she was called, we were in Brighton, on the south coast of the UK, and we were meant to go from the Friday to the Sunday. We went to travel on the Friday evening, and Storm Eunice happened on the Friday mostly, and it was crazy. The wind was absolutely crazy, and they were cancelling the trains left, right, and centre. And then towards the end of the day, we realised we're not going. It's not happening tonight. We're not going to Hove. So on the Saturday morning, we managed to get ourselves to Hove. So we had to go to Hove on the Saturday. Sorry if I have to keep pausing. I do keep sneezing. We had to go on the Saturday, and we had the one night there instead. So we had the whole of Saturday. Had a very wet trip to Worthing, and then on the Sunday, we had a very wet walk around Brighton Marina as well. So yeah, overall it was quite wet. But we went to Brighton so we can dog sit. An adorable dog, a Jack Russell called Gus, and because we were dog sitting and we got to stay in Luke's auntie's absolutely lovely flat, I stitched a little thank you card which looked like that. When she receives her card with Gus on it, then I will put this on my Instagram so you will see a better picture of it. But otherwise I don't want to spoil the surprise if anybody sees it. So yeah, that was last weekend. So I made a little thank you card for Gus. That little Jack Russell I took from this book called Picture Your Pet in Cross Stitch. If you love animals or you love pets or you just like buying cross stitch books, then you should definitely get your hands on this if you see it. I've not seen it that often. I picked it up 2 or 3 years ago. My boyfriend spotted it in a charity shop. I can't even remember where. It might have been when we were in Shropshire one point. And I thought, oh, that's so nice. And even though I can't really open it and show you because it is just full of charts, it's got every pet possible, really. So many different dog breeds, so many different types of cats. Then, of course, it's got rabbits, it's got chickens, pigs, if you've got a pet pig, um, Nemo fish. It's got guinea pigs, bunnies, um, excuse me. It's got parrots. It's got every pet you can think of. So it's definitely worth it if you just like to stitch up quick cards for people, and you can personalise it and put their pet on it as well. It's lovely, and they do have. Oh, I can't show you those either, really. Let me see if there's anything at the front I can show you. Oh, see, that's one nice idea for it. You can do like a little welcome sign with the ducks and the chickens if you maybe were a farmy person. And then there is a really nice stamp that she's made here for cats, the love of cats, and it's got a little cat quote in it. And throughout the book, there are little quotes and things as well. So yeah, I do recommend this book. I think it is House of Print, I assume so. It's a David and Charles book, so I could be wrong. But yeah, if you can get hold of this, definitely worth it. I love this book. Um, and this looks so nice as well. The colours are just so well blended. So that leads me on to, let's do some stitching first. Let me show you what I've been up to. So I've been working, apart from that one finish, I've been working my way around 3 projects, I think, at the moment. So will show you. Pattern I have brought back out as my Mirabilia retreat is getting closer and closer. I have brought out one of my Nora Corbett's, which I have started and not actually done loads on really, which is Dewdrops. And after finishing Miss Ladybug, I really got into her. I really enjoyed stitching her, and now I've picked Dewdrops back out again. I'm really getting into her as well. So this is Dewdrops, and I've stitched a few now on this one, and I don't think I've got a before picture, and I need to put something behind it to make it see-through. So there she is so far. She comes up quite light on this fabric, but she has got quite a dark outline to go. So I don't think she's too light by the time she's done. I think she's really nice because she is really delicate. So the lighting's not great to show you, but you do get the gist. And I do have pictures on my Instagram. And this needle minder here is from Dead Design. I cannot remember what that fabric is. I think it might have been from Chromatic Alchemy, but I'm not sure. But it's really nice anyway. And yeah, that is just so far. So I've got something to I've got quite a lot to be done. It would be nice to finish off her dress at some point. And keep going at her. And then I've got to back out. And then I can't remember if I showed you this in the last video or not. I think I may have made a teeny tiny start last time. So this is the Nutcracker Village, which is an 11-part series from Country Cottage Needleworks, and I've received now the first two pieces of it, and this is what is the middle part of it. This is the Nutcracker Village. So you've got the writing that I've done, and then you've got the little mini Clara and the Prince and the tiny tin soldier as well. So I've been getting quite a bit of this done. I'm at a loss to whether this fabric is the right size or not, because I've not been using the fabric that I've been getting sent, because it was just a white one, and this wouldn't show up very well on white because there's a lot of white already on it. So I ordered the WitchElt silver. What's it called when it's got bits of glitter in it? I really can't remember right now. But it's got little silver bits in it, and it looks really really nice. But I'm not quite sure if it's going to fit it all on. Once I finish the middle bit, I'm going to have to figure out and maybe just order a second piece and do separate ones if not, which doesn't bother me. That's no skin off my nose. But yeah, that's where I've got to with this. This is Nutcracker Village by Country Cottage Needleworks, and at first I was a bit apprehensive because this is such a big monster of a bit in the middle. I just want to get on with the small squares around it, but I've decided I'm going to persist and just get on with it and do it, and then I can do other little squares at my pleasure afterwards. But it is really nice. It is stitched up really lovely. So that's Nutcracker Village. The third piece I've been working on. So this is pretty much dominating my whole life at the moment. I'm super stuck into it. If you've seen my Instagram, you'll realise it's the only thing that I am working on. And this is what's the fortune teller from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I think the reason I never thought that I would get so stuck into a HAED. I was always a bit apprehensive about doing one. They're very big. I like small, but actually now it's starting to really develop. I just want to see more and more of it, and I just don't want to stop. So basically, I haven't stopped. I've been going and going and going. I'm just going to move my needle minder partly to cover the chocolate stain that I made on my fabric, which luckily will get at some point, but also there we go, just to tidy it up. And this is where I am so far with it. that's about 6% of the whole picture, the whole design, and it's just the little books at the side. You can just really see how it's coming together and how these colours are starting to really come out and stand out now. And this is why I don't want to put it down. So I am 1, 2, 3 squares away from a page finish. When I've done all this, that'll be a page finish. So my plan is actually just to keep going until I hit that page finish, and then I'm going to have a break from it and do something else for a while. But I really, really want to just see that development to the end of this page, because I absolutely adore this. It's just making me so happy to stitch on. I pick it up every night, just sit down for a while and do it, and then put it away again, and it's just, oh, it's glorious. It is just exactly what I'm enjoying doing at the moment. So there's no point in switching what I'm working on to something that I might not enjoy as much. So yeah, I'm going to keep going till the page finish, and then get a few other bits out, and then probably just thrash out a bit more of this again next. I love it, and I can't wait to get to the cat. The reason I chose this one is because this cat here looks a lot like my cat Marley, which I just thought was lovely. So yeah, I am going to keep going on a fortune teller. So my next video might just be the fortune teller at this rate, because that's all I want to do. And so that is all my stitching. So I know it's not as much as I've shown in previous videos, but there's no there's no lockdown anymore. I am in work 5 days a week non-stop. So I haven't got as much time. I've lost all my like travel time and things like that. But um it's fine because I am still stitching, and I still want to do videos, even though I've not got as much to show you now. It's still really nice to share what I am doing and just catch up with everybody anyway. So let's look at a haul, because I have got some really nice things actually. So we'll start with a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. Heaven and Earth Designs had a little sale. It might have been a Valentine's sale. I can't remember, but HAED were having a sale, and I was like, oh no, I've got enough now. I don't want to choose anymore. But then I thought, actually, I've got a plan. If Luke, my partner, boyfriend, chooses a chart for me, then it's not me that's chosen it. So then I get to buy it, and then I can buy myself one, because if he's bought one or chosen one, then I can buy one as well. In my head there is a logic there. Don't worry if you can't see that logic. So I decided we didn't have enough cats in the house. Therefore, I got another Lisa Parker, which I just thought would be the perfect complement to the fortune. Let's put them together actually. To the fortune teller. I just thought that these together would just look absolutely gorgeous. And who doesn't want to stick those curtains? Those curtains are the most beautiful things I've ever seen on a cross stitch. And I cannot wait to stitch those curtains. And it's another cat with another book as well. And it's got a little wand in its mouth, and some really nice little jars to stitch. Beautiful bright moon at the back. And I just thought, yeah, that's going to be stitched. It'd be so nice when I finished fortune teller to move on to something else really similar as well, and have like two complementing um embroideries on the wall. And then the other one I got from Heaven and Earth Design, this is what Luke chose, um, which is absolutely adorable actually. This is by a designer called Irina Garmashova, or an artist, sorry, called Irina Garmashova. And back on the cat here, this is the cat off the back. So, oh, it's so cute. There's like a cat on every single letter, and they're absolutely adorable. They're playing with mice, and they are, well, playing with fish, and they're, oh my gosh, they're so cute. So I thought this is a mini. I had a look at the mock up, and it looked absolutely fine as a mini. It looked all right. So fingers crossed you probably won't get all the detail, but you'll get most of the detail. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that. So it'll be quite nice that you can just do like one at a time and just work your way through each letter until you've got the whole kitty alphabet. So they were my purchases. Um, I also got from Heaven and Earth, but I thought I'd printed it off, but it's not on the table right now. So if you bear with me, I will find it on my Dropbox and show you. So when was it? It must have been when we were getting all those horrible storms. And Michelle, who runs the Heaven and Earth Design website, um, put up a free chart, and I must have seen it right towards the end because I managed to get hold of it, and then an hour later or whatever, I went back on and I couldn't. So because it was like really dull weather everywhere and everyone was struggling with all these storms, she put on this absolutely gorgeous free chart of deep blue sea, which is this one here. Um, that's not a great look on the phone, I don't think, but you get the gist. And that's artwork by John Enright. And yeah, it was an absolute freebie. And I've wanted to do a 50 scene. I always get inspired by looking at Dizzy Stitcher's massive Heaven and Earth designs. They look amazing, and he does mostly cats, but then he does do some fishy ones as well. And I just thought, you know what, that'd be so nice to do in the future. So yeah, I've got a load of HAEDs right now, which I never thought I would, but it is what it is. So what else have I got in my haul? So the haul I haven't got to show you because it's not arrived yet is I decided I needed to complete my DMC collection, and I've already got a fair lot, but there's quite a few I still needed. And I figured out on Lakeside Needlecraft they actually do the pay over 3 months thing, so it's quite good that you can split what you want over 3 months. So last night took me about an hour and a half to do, but I purchased 100 DMCs, and so they should be coming at some point this week, and then I'll be able to put them all in my box, and then I've just got them all ready to go. And then in 3 months' time, I'll just complete the lot. And then once I've got the whole set, I just think it'll be so good because instead of me having to keep going out buying stuff, I'll be able to just pop into my magazines, find a nice kit, stitch a nice pattern, stitch something so I already got everything, and yeah, it's gonna be life changing. It's gonna be good anyway. So my last bit of haul, I just went for a quick trip to Holloway after work the other night, um, and I managed to pick up the lovely Emma Condon book, which, as you can see, is at the moment £5 in the works. I've already got the earthy one as well, but I thought it'd be nice to have both of them because they do have really nice patterns in them. I can show you some on the back. And I absolutely love her font. I love her colour schemes. I love the way it stands out. So there's going to be quite a few of those that I'm going to stitch at some point. Um, because they're lovely. They're really, really nice. They make really nice gifts for people. Like they're really nice to go on. I mean, I think some people don't always stitch gifts for people because they're a bit anxious that they might not go on the wall, and some things might maybe look old fashioned and not to their taste. But I always think things like this just look absolutely fabulous. And excuse me, they are modern, and yeah, they do look absolutely awesome on the wall. And there's so much love that goes into these things. I mean, it's hard to stitch something for somebody, and I've got this absolute bugbear that if I make something for somebody they don't appreciate it, I'll be really gutted. But I just think if you stitch that for somebody when life gives you lemons, it's such a nice little chart that somebody will actually appreciate that. So yeah, that's my waffle about cross stitch for the soul. So maybe I will choose one to stitch and you will see the progress soon. And then I popped into the charity shop next door and I managed to rescue a little mouse loft kit, which is always good. It's quite, because I live in London, it's really hard, it's not hard, it's really rare to find stitchy things in charity shops because no one, well, not no one, but I guess there isn't a great stitching community in a city that just moves and everybody lives in tiny flats, and there's no room to hoard things, so you don't often find crafty stitchy things, so it's always a bit of a bonus when you do. So for £1 I was like, right, yeah, I'll have that. It's a really nice little bouquet of flowers. I'll be able to stitch that for somebody at some point. It's lovely. So there we go, I rescued that. It was actually £2.90. It says on the little barcode at the back, and I reckon it was from John Lewis. Looking at the typography of that barcode, I'm a nerd for knowing things like that, I know. And then the other thing I bought, this wasn't a rescue. This is part of British Heart Foundation's sort of crafty zone. I love this. It's so nice. It's a little journal, and you have a little space on the front of it to stitch an initial in it. Now, I'm going to probably be quite selfish and stitch my own initial in it because I really like it and I think I'll keep it for myself. But yeah, the colours are really nice at the back. Like it's almost an Aztec design. It's really sweet. So yeah, I think I will stitch it for me and make myself a little journal because people like me can never have enough journals. And then I also picked up these from Hobbycraft actually. I went to Hobbycraft at the weekend. Didn't buy much at all. I just needed a few DMCs to stitch Gus, and that was more or less it. There was just nothing really that was standing out to me. But I did pick up some more of these little craft sticks because if you make a teeny tiny little um, stitch, maybe like that, it's quite nice to make a little mini frame, or just put one on the top and the bottom of these little lollipop sticks, and it's quite cheap as well. Um, you have to be a bit careful because the colour might run a little bit. I know that because I bought these to do the same thing last year. We ended up using them for all our pots that we planted, plants, sorry, that we planted outside. And yes, some of them did run a little bit, but I think if you go neutral, it'll be all right. And if you don't hang your stitching up outside, it'll be all right. So yeah, that was my haul, and that was everything I've got to show and share with you. So next week, exciting. I will be going to the Stitch Festival over. It's in Angel, so it's not far away from where I live again. Like, I'm quite lucky that the two Stitch festivals are like in Ali Pali and Angel, which are like a stone's throw away from where I live. And I should be meeting up with Amy and Joe, who I met up with at the last Stitchy Festival as well. Um, I'm not sure how big this festival will be in comparison to the last one, but it's exciting. There's still going to be lots of nice things there to see. So there may be a haul video next weekend. I may leave it a few weekends, who knows. Whenever I get the urge to pop on and say hello, I will do that. So yeah, I'm going to be going to a Stitchy festival. I'm going to carry on with my HAED because that's what I'm absolutely loving at the moment. And I should probably get some other things out to stitch as well. And I'm going to be organising a lot of DMC threads. So those are my plans. Um, and that's pretty much all I've got to share with you. I have got retreat coming up in April, so that'll be really nice. There'll be lots of things to share with you after that. I've been watching a bit of Flosstube. I've not had a great deal of time. I did just watch Rebel Stitch's video when I came home from work tonight, and she's just created her first chart, which is so cute. So go on to Rebel Stitch's Flosstube and check her out and go and see what she's been creating because she does some really cool things. And who else? Oh, and I've been watching Sanctum Stitching as well. Or is it Sanctum Stitches? She's in America. She's a stitcher called Fawn, and she does joint videos with her boyfriend called Sean, and they're really fun as well. So check those out. And yeah, that is all I've got to share with you today. Short and sweet, but it still took about 25 minutes. But it'd be really nice to come back on again quite soon. So please like my video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel. I have lost quite a few subscribers recently. So it'd be nice to sort of get some people back. Because I'm going to start being quite regular again now, which is nice. So please do subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.